Hello. Welcome. Let's dive into today's tale. Nnenna stood frozen as the village woman smeared her body with white chalk, their chants filling the dimly lit hut. Obinna's lifeless form lay on the bamboo mat beside her, his once vibrant eyes now forever shut. The air smelled of camwood and decay, a grim reminder of what was to come. The chief priest, Nokijk, stepped forward, his face devoid of emotion. "You must lie with your husband's corpse for 7 nights, he intoned, his voice like the rustling of dead leaves. "Only then will his spirit pass on in peace." Nnenna's stomach churned. The thought of spending even one night beside the body made by a rise in her throat. She glanced at her mother-in-law, Mama Ada, but the old woman averted her gaze. There would be no help from her. As the night deepened, Nnenna sat beside Obinna's corpse, her hands trembling. But when the moon cast eerie shadows through the hut, a single thought took hold: she had to run. Nnenna waited until the village settled into silence. Her heart pounded as she slid out of the hut, careful not to step on the dried raffia mat that could alert the elders. She had no plan, only the overwhelming need to get away. As she slipped into the forest, the cool night air was both a relief and a curse. The thick foliage whispered around her, and the sound of distant drums from the shrine sent a chill down her spine. If she was caught, she would be dragged back and punished, possibly even cursed. Her bare feet pressed into the damp earth as she hurried forward. Suddenly, a rustling in the bushes stopped her in her tracks. Her breath hitched. Was it a wild animal or something worse? Then, a low whisper floated through the air. "Nnenna, you cannot run forever." She whirled around, but saw nothing. Yet the sensation of unseen ice crawling over her skin was undeniable. By dawn, Nnenna reached the neighboring village of Immerse, hoping to find refuge with her childhood friend, Ifeoma. But as she approached the compound, a strange dizziness washed over her. Pain lanced through her chest, and she gasped for breath. The world around her blurred, and suddenly, she felt something ice-cold grip her wrist. A shadow loomed over her. "You defied the spirits," a voice murmured. She turned, but there was no one there. The wind carried a distant wail, a sound too familiar. Obinna's. Ifeoma welcomed Nnenna with open arms, but the moment she heard of Nnenna's flight, her expression darkened. "You don't understand," she whispered. "The spirits do not forgive." That night, Nnenna lay restless on the bamboo mat, the weight of exhaustion pressing on her. But then, a whisper slithered through the room. "Nnenna, come back." She bolted upright, her pulse thundering. Obinna's corpse should be lifeless, yet his voice echoed all around her. Then, from the dark corner of the hut, a figure stepped forward. Nnenna screamed, but Ifeoma rushed in, gripping her shoulders. "What is it?" The figure was gone. But the warning remained. "You must return before the 7th night," Ifeoma said urgently. "If not, the curse will consume you." Nnenna shook her head. She could not go back. But as the days passed, her reflection in the water grew distorted. Her shadow moved when she stood still. And each night, the whispers grew louder. On the 6th night, Nnenna knew she had no choice. If she did not return, the spirits would claim her soul. With Ifeoma by her side, she journeyed back under the pale moonlight. The village was eerily silent as she approached. No one stopped her. But as she stepped into the hut, the corpse was gone. A chill crawled up Nnenna's spine. The room smelled of death, yet Obinna's body was missing. Then, the mat rustled. Slowly, the corpse sat up. "You cannot run from destiny," it rasped. Terror gripped her, but deep within, something shifted. She clenched her fists. "No," she whispered. "I choose my own fate." The shadows swirled. A final cry pierced the air, and then, silence. By dawn, the curse was broken. But Nnenna would never forget the 7 nights of shadows. That's the end of our story. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.